How you going, boys? Hybradge here. I'm currently the rank 1 Volibear player in the world, and today I'm going to show you how to play the Volibear in just one game. So buckle up and let's jump straight into it. Okay, so the first thing you need to think about when you get into a game as jungler is obviously the jungle item. Now for Volibear, it's very simple. You always want to go for blue smite because your biggest weakness is your lack of mobility. So having your smite to supplement that is really nice. Now on Volibear, you really only have two gap closers, right? You have your Q and you have your ult. Your Q lets you run at people, so it's not really too effective, especially when an enemy has CC like this game where they have an Annie. And your ult is a 120-second CD dash that has a like 1 second animation, so it's really easy to dodge. So again, it's not really good. So having that blue smite is pretty much essential for you to be useful. Now, regarding where you path, I think you should always path the bot lane because bot lane is just more volatile in solo queue and it's more significant. Like it just matters more in solo queue. For runes, I say you take press the attack if there are 3 or more range champions. If there are 3 or more melees, you take lethal tempo. Okay, the reason being, if you can proc lethal tempo, it does more damage. But if you can't proc it, it's pretty useless. Okay, so you need 3 or more melees for it to be useful. Now onto your clear. Very simple. You want to always hit the blast cone because it gives you a stack of your passive. So it lets you stack up your passive faster, which also allows you to kill your camps faster. Okay. Now, a very important thing. Watch right now. When my blue buff is 300 HP, I want to pull it to my E so that my E hits both the Gromp and kills the blue buff at the same time. Okay. That's going to speed up your clear by around 5 seconds. So it's very important for those looking to speed up their clear. Okay, I have to close the tab, sorry. Now, same thing here. When I get my Gromp down to 200 HP, I'll just let my E kill it, okay? Don't need to auto it. Just walk away, do the little fade away, okay? That's what we call in basketball, fade away. So, do a little fade away on the camps. Now, the last thing, which is the hardest thing about your clear, is this segment right here, okay? So, what you want to do is get this wolf camp to around 50 HP is pretty good. You want to auto it here. Then you want to press Q. If you look at my stacks, my stacks are still active, right? And you want to do this. Now, what you've noticed, if you realize, is that I've kept my 5 stacks from blue buff till now. So I haven't dropped my stacks, okay? So it's very important to kite the wolf camp as close to your raptors as possible so you can keep your stacks, okay? It's going to speed up your clear by significant amounts of time, and it will really be useful in allowing for you to look for ganks on mid and bot lane, and also get into better position to contest the scuttle crab, okay? Now, on your red buff, you never want to E it twice. You want to E it once, and then you want to use your second E to pull the Krug camp towards you, okay? And you don't want to kill the red buff. You want to kill it through your lightning, okay, and your jungle pet. So if you notice here, I've done pretty good clear. I should have been a bit faster, but there's a bit of a delay because I'm kind of trying to explain stuff and I had to close the tab. So 310, I cleared my camp. I did a full clear in 310, so that's pretty decent. That's probably what you want to aim for. 310 is pretty nice. Now, I want to play for the scuttle crab, right? Very important on Volibear. Even though you're a very strong duelist, you want to make sure you're not in a position where people are like, say, 3v1ing you, okay? So if I put this ward down here, so if Mundo is ever here, I can realize that and just walk bot lane. Okay, now I'm looking here. Okay, I need my rise. Okay, I'm just gonna flash now. Okay, we both flashed. That's beautiful. Really nice. And I get the double crab. So right after this double crab, I want to reset and do another full clear, okay? So this is like one of the best starts possible for me. Wow, just ghosted. I mean, what is he doing? He has no flash, so he's just dead here. I'm gonna kite this out. Now, Annie has flash. I don't think I'll die here though. So this is okay. So you're gonna see here. I'm just gonna keep fighting. I'm not gonna die here. I still don't think. Oh, my E didn't land fast enough. If my E landed on me there, I would not have died. But I didn't recognize that the Darius was there, so it's just my bad. It's bad play by me. Okay, but on your first pack, usually you want to get Ether Wisp, okay? So this is a very weird game because I've got a few kills and I've got 2 scuttle crabs. So it's a bit of a out of the ordinary game. But usually, if you do a full clear plus scuttle crab, you get Ether Wisp. But because I'm a bit fed here, I can go for a boots and also a glowing boat. Now, I never like buying pink wards on Volibear because I feel like on Volibear you spike really hard on the first item. So you kind of want to get your first item as soon as possible. Once you get your first item, then you can buy control wards, okay? Before then, my advice is you shouldn't buy them. Obviously, some people have differing views on this, but I just think for solo queue, control wards aren't that worth it before your first item. So I would advise you not to, okay? And for your second clear, you don't want to do anything too different to your first clear, okay? You want to make sure you're clearing camps, and because I know this Annie has no flash, I can look on her. Okay, she walks back, she respects me, it's fine. You don't want to force too much stuff, okay? So I do coaching for you guys that want coaching. You can hit me up. But a lot of you guys that I coach, when I look through your VODs, you guys tend to kind of drift off. You forget what you want to do, okay? So it's very simple. Never stray away from your full clear, okay? You always want to full clear and make a play after your full clear. You never want to stray away from your full clear unless it's a very free opportunity, okay? So unless you know for sure you're getting a kill, don't go away from your full clear, okay? Just full clear, and you'll be better than most junglers, okay? It's a really important skill, and it might sound easy, but most people don't do it. Okay, and here I'm going to E behind the Aphelios. I'm going to ult to keep my Q going, so I'm ulting to keep my Q active. That guy died. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, so I'm just going to throw my E there. Hopefully he walks back. Yep, beautiful. Very, very nice. So what I did with my E there was I walked away, so it made him feel safe to reset there, and I actually just put my E right on top of her. So yeah, it's a bit of a... That doesn't... You guys probably think I'm just yapping and like I'm making it up, but in reality, that's what I wanted to do, right? Like I wanted her to feel comfortable resetting there, so I walked away. Otherwise, I would just push the wave, you know, if I wasn't going to do that. So just sometimes when you land your E, it's about practice and just knowing how the enemy is going to react, okay? So you walk in certain ways so you can hit your E. Okay, it's kind of like a underutilized skill. Now here, I'm just going to zone the enemy bot lane so they can't join this fight because my top side should kill the Mundo, which they do. And I know Mundo's red buff is up, right? So I'm going to be able to take it because he's dead. Now, I'm watching Darius and their bot lane closely, because if they come, I'm going to have to walk away. Okay, they are coming. So I'm probably going to have to walk away. Actually, I don't think he's coming. I think he just cleared that pink ward. Okay, now I'm just going to take his raptors as well. Now, if enemy camps are up on the third clear, I want you guys to start invading, okay? This is where if they're like dying, if they're dead or something, or if they're not at their camps, I want you to start invading at this time. Because usually you're going to get 6 by now, and you're pretty strong. Like, I have a few items, a few components, I mean. So around this time, you're actually strong enough to like 1v1 or even 1v2, right? It depends on what set the game is. But it's not uncommon that you can 1v2 people when you have your ult and when you have your when you have a few components, okay? And also, grubs really important. On Volibear, you take them quick, so it's really, really nice to take them. But I feel like they're very, very broken. It's as important as Drakes. When you play Volibear, very important to control objectives, okay? You never want to just farm and just kill, okay? Gold leads aren't what wins you games, okay? Gold and objective leads are what wins you games, okay? So make sure you have a healthy balance between farming your own camps to invading and also taking enemy camps. Now, I know by me going for this invade, I'm probably going to lose my bot side camps, but I think it's completely fine because I took his top side camps and I feel like grubs are completely worth it, okay? So even if I didn't take his top side camps, I feel like grubs are so good that they're worth it. I think grubs are just really broken right now, guys. If you watch my other videos, you will realize that I've talked about this a bit. But again, on your third clear, nothing's too different, okay? You want to invade a bit, you want to do the grubs, but what else you want to do? You want to full clear, okay? Don't want to make the game too complicated. Guys, like, so far, this game has been very simple to play, right? Like, this is in Grandmaster, but the same thing applies to Diamond, Emerald, Platinum, Gold, Silver, all these ELOs. Full clearing is king, okay? That's how you get leads, and that's how you find success in the game. Okay, so Mundo's here. My Rise is moving. Doesn't need to move, I guess, because Mundo is leaving. Now, I can look for bot here if you want to go. He ults me. We can just kill this. I'm just gonna CC the Aphelios because he's the one doing the damage, right? Okay, and now I'm gonna kite back to my team. I don't want to walk too far up and risk dying. Okay, I don't know if... Okay, never mind, I'm still dead. Hopefully my Twitch kills one. Okay, they did not kill one. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm just going to mute all. My team's getting a bit toxic, so I'll just mute all. I mean, it's fine. Well, they misplayed a bit, but it's okay. The game is still very fine, right? Like, it's a bit of an unfortunate situation there that they've got a few kills, but I think I could have played that a bit better with my, I should have walked back as soon as Aphelios flashed, I think, but it's alright. I'm still very far ahead, right? So I can still carry this game. Never panic too much when you're playing Volibear. You scale perfectly fine. It used to be when you played Volibear that you didn't scale well, but that has obviously changed. Like, it's a lot different now. So never panic too much if you're falling behind in the early game, because once you get one item, once you get two items, once you get three items, you become very, very strong. But now I know I'm spiking, right? And I know Annie has no flash because he just flashed on me bot. So I want to insta-punish him, even though there's an invade angle there for me. So even though I could take the enemy raptors, I want to punish the Annie who has no flash because it's worth more, right? Like, a kill is very, very big for my Rise here because we have free grubs, so he gets to hit the plates. It's really, really nice. Now, a very important thing. You guys might be wondering, hybridge, do we still full clear on the 4th rotation? Do we still want to clear? Honestly, yes. But if the Drake is coming up and you're down one Drake, I think no. Especially when I'm spiking, right? Like, I have one item right now. I'm very strong. I want to utilize this newly found strength to try to garner something, okay? So I'm going to try to look for plays on mid and bot to try to get this Drake, okay? So you see here, I know Aphelios has no flash. Again, I have these summoner spells memorized in my head, and I'm going to punish him for not having flash, okay? So I'm just going to flash on him here because they're... Oh, wait, I thought I saw a TP there. I guess I did not. My bad. Just wasted my flash. It's fine, though. I swear I saw a TP there. Okay. I mean, Mundo wants to int, and I'm going to E towards where he's going. Do you see where I put this E? Instead of Eing on top of him, I E towards where he's going. So he's either forced to run back into us, or he's going to be forced to run into my E, okay? So, again, enemy bot lane has no flash, right? So, because I'm Volibear, I don't really need resets. Like, I'm still very strong in the game, right? So I can go for these. So I'm going to ult here. W. My Twitch is not here, though. Okay, but we still get the kill. Very, very nice. Like, you see, I'm Volibear, so even though I have gold, like, I'm still strong in the game. And if Aphelios walks up to me here, like he's doing this, I know he has no flash, so I'm just going to run at him. And I have Yuumi. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I do not win that. My bad. I mean, there I just missed the E. It was a bad play by me. But these players are Grandmaster players, so they don't know what they're doing. So that was a bit disrespectful by me. But this game, usually on Volibear, you want to elect for the Ionian boots. This game, I'm going for Tabais because I feel like the biggest threats to me are Mundo, Theories, and Aphelios. All three of which are AD. So I want to kind of suppress them. Kind of what I like to buy as my second item is Iceborne Gauntlet, because I think it's the best balance between tankiness and damage. So just to kind of explain my thought process here of why I go it and why I found success with it. On Volibear, people always like to say you have high base stats. But if you actually look at Volibear's base stats, what base stats does he actually have that's high? It's actually his damage, okay? But his tankiness, his resistances aren't actually that high compared to other champions. So you can't really go for Flicker Blade second unless you're super far ahead, because that means you're going to lack resistances, that means you're going to lack HP, that means you're going to be not as fundamentally strong defensively, okay? So I like to supplement myself a bit defensively before I opt in for items like Flicker Blade and what do you call it, Riftmaker, okay? So I like to go, personally, this is my build order. I think it's the best build order, and it's the build order that has the highest win rate for me and for most of the people that go it. I like going Cosmic Drive first item into Iceborne Gauntlet, into Spirit Visage, into Flicker Blade. Now, you can change Iceborne Gauntlet and Spirit Visage depending on which one you need more, okay? So if you need more MR, then you can go Spirit Visage second. If you need more armor, you can go Iceborne Gauntlet. If you need more damage, which is rare, you can go Flicker Blade, okay? So it's your choice. Now, again, I know they have vision here, right? So I'm kind of daring them to walk into me here. So I know they have vision here, but I know my Twitch is also here, so I'm just gonna, I have Cosmic, right? I have Cosmic Drive, so I can kind of do this. Now, Annie moved as well, so I couldn't fight there, but look here, I have very good position to actually look on them here. Okay, again. They have no ult, they have no flash. What does that mean? We get 2 kills. So there, it wasn't like completely thought out, right? But I understand that I can do stuff like that because of I have Cosmic Drive. So even if they like collapse on me, right? Even if the bomb wasn't there, I can just drop my E, and not only does it slow them, it boosts my speed, so I can go for plays like that. Okay, finally I did something human after griefing a few times. I've had a few bad deaths this game, but I'm a bit tired, so it does happen. Now, my bot lane died, not the best. But now, on Volibear, I feel like feats of strength are really broken, so you always want to play for them if you can. So here, I want to get the first turret so I can secure it. So I'm just going to sit behind my Rise here. I don't need to do too much. In fact, I'm actually going to look for the Herald here, because I've got my jungle item completed. I'm kind of strong. We should get first to our top. Okay, I'm just gonna go for my oh, actually, before I go for that Herald, boys, you always know oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, honestly I deserve that. Honestly, I kind of deserve dying there. Like, listen, if you guys have watched my pro games, you know I die a lot on enemy raptors, okay? That's like the place I die the most. But hey, come on, man. You can't hate on the brother for liking chicken. Like, come on now. Does he have vision here? I don't know. Doesn't look like he does, so I can poke him out a little bit. Like, I know Mundo and Lulu can't kill me by themselves, right? They need Aphelios. And since Aphelios is caught up on mid lane, if you look at the minimap, I can go for plays like this. Okay, you see? This is just recognition of where they're going to be. And you see where my E is? I'm Eing where he's going to, so it's always going to hit. Okay, that's the trick. Okay, now this guy's ult, so I'm going to kite him out until I get my cooldowns. Then I'm going to run back in. I W him for the heal, and I run back into my E as well, which is really, really nice. Now, I also get the Herald. So, just some good team fighting awareness there. So, it's just about knowing. I feel like Volibear players in general, sometimes we love running into people, right? Just brain dead, just running into people and skirmishing. No, I think it's very important to think about your cooldowns, okay? So, think about it this way. On Volibear, you want to be able to go in, burn all of enemies' cooldowns, burn all of your cooldowns, come back out, and you want to go in again, okay? That's how you want to approach fighting. And that's why Cosmic Drive is really, really broken on Volibear, because it gives you that movement speed to be able to exit fights and re-enter within, like, seconds, right? So that's why Cosmic Drive is really broken, and that's where its power comes through, okay? So I want you guys to always think about team fighting as, like, an in and out thing, okay? You want to seesaw the pressure. So once you have, like, the pressure on one side, you want to go all the way in, and then once you have no pressure, so once you have no more spells, you want to go out and then do it again, okay? So you want to repeat it. So that's how you want to play Volibear in team fights, okay? You'll see, I'm sure I'll demonstrate it again this game, but when you get super far ahead, you don't have to do that as much, right? You can just run at them and start killing them. But when you're still even in the game or when you're behind, it's very, very good skill to have to be able to play fights out like that. Okay, again, I don't want to give Drakes, right? Objective control is very important on Volibear. So I'm going to play for this Drake here. Also, remember, when you have Herald, you want to use it on 3 towers, okay? There's only 3 towers you want to use Herald on. First tower, mid lane tier 1, because it gives you the most positioning, gives you the most pressure, right? Because if you take mid lane tier 1, all of the enemy's jungles are accessible, like with little danger. The second tower you want to take is the top lane tier 2, because it gives 1000 gold, so it gives the most gold out of all the turrets in the game. The third tower you want to take is the bot lane tier 2, because just like the top lane tier 2, it gives the most gold out of all turrets in the game, okay? So you either want to use Herald on mid lane tier 1, bot lane tier 2, or top lane tier 2. Since mid lane tier 1 is gone, I'm going to use on bot lane tier 2, because I'm close to it, and it's the best tower to use on, right? Okay, so I'm going to Herald now. Always drive it if you can. People are lazy sometimes. I think driving is very good because it gives more damage. Also allows you to kind of knock up people if they try to defend it, like here. Get to knock them up. Now here I'm looking at Annie, right? Because he's the only person that can kill my team. Can we hit the tower, guys? Boys, let's hit the tower. Okay, they're inting here, pulling me, I think. He's not inting. He had passive stacked on my team. I didn't even see that. It's a bit distracted. Okay, I do not think this is that good of a fight. But okay, never mind. My team is just too far ahead. Like, how did my bot lane go from losing? I gave them a few ganks and now just hard stomping. That's really, really nice to see, actually. And Twitch got a quadra kill. Not sure how that happened because I remember Aphelios was cooking him in lane. But that's really, really nice. And again, I'm not doing too much this game. Like, I'm actually having a really bad game. This is one of the worst games I've had on Volibear in recent times, right? But you can see the way, this fight I played bad, but the way I'm just kind of playing the macro, like, even though I'm not playing well mechanically, if you look at the macro of this game, I've been very, very on point, right? Like, I haven't really made many macro mistakes. Maybe I've overstayed once on bot side, looking for a kill, but that's not really a macro mistake. Like, if I hit the E, it would have been good. But remember, if your macro is sound, it doesn't matter if you play mechanically bad 1 or 2 games, you're still going to win, okay? And that's why I really love Volibear, because Volibear is one of those champions, if you play the macro right, you're going to win games. That's just how he works, and that's where he excels, you know? I'm going to take this guy's blue buff, but I'm looking at the Artican. I don't know about you guys, but for me, Artican is really, really important. It's one of the most broken objectives, so you always want to play for it. Now, you might be wondering, hybradge, how do we play for the Artican? Very, very simple. You want to make sure you always have mid push, okay? So my bot lane is getting mid push right now, and I'm actually going to go hover them on the mid push. Once you have mid push, you can go into the jungle. So I'm going to ping my bot lane to come mid for one more wave. Their bot lane is going to step up. If you watch here, their bot lane is going to step up here. Okay, their bot lane is not going to step up here. I think they're in reset. Okay. Their bot lane is top lane. Okay, I guess we're just gonna run down mid and end the game then. I think we can just end though. If we go mid, okay, just go out, it's fine. It's alright. Not sure what's going on this game. This is probably a bad game to show you guys. I mean, the early was really good, like all the first clear stuff. But like this game is so weird. Like I'm playing kind of weird, and enemies playing really weird. It's a bit all blown out. I mean, this is actually more. This emulates like a silver game or like an emerald game because of how chaotic it is. You know, like everyone's doing the wrong thing. But again, invade camps if you can. Once you invade camps, I want you guys to full clear. Okay, so if you see here, I'm going to do enemy Gromp, and I'm going to run back and do a full clear from bot to top, reset, and open back to bot for Drake, okay? So I want you guys to get into the habit of, when you're playing Volibear, think about what you're going to do in the next 2 minutes, okay? So here, I know Drake's coming up. I want the Drake, right? Because objective control is important, and Drake's wins me games, right? So I'm going to do a full clear from bot to top, and then I'm going to reset and get Drake. Now, you might be wondering, why are you planning it out? Because this is the most efficient way, right? Like, I'm not wasting any time waiting for Drake, just hanging around, right? Like, I know by the time I finish my full clear, I'm going to be just on time for Drake. So I'm very efficient with my time usage. Okay, my bot lane is doing some stuff here. Not much you can do there, by the way, when they do that. Sometimes they just want to limit test a bit. You can respect it. I want to full clear, and then I want to go Drake. Very simple. See, this game, I haven't played well, I haven't done anything complicated, but I'm winning in the Grandmaster game. So if you guys do the exact same, I'm sure you guys can emulate a performance like this, right? Like, I'm not doing anything special. I'm doing something all of you guys can do, and if you guys can do this, you can climb to GM, maybe even Challenger one day, right? Like, it's really easy, honestly. The game, the thing about League is people overcomplicate it a lot, okay? Just simplify it, like clearing into play, clearing into play, clearing into play. Playing a how do you want to set up objectives? You want to go through mid into the objectives. You want to make sure you have control of objectives, right? So you always want to look at the objective timers. You want to know when they spawn, and you want to be there when they spawn, okay? So you can see here I'm 20 seconds ahead of time, which is around what I want to be when I'm ahead, right? If you're behind, you want to be at the objectives around 40 seconds before. When you're behind, 20 seconds is pretty nice. It's more than enough time. Okay, this guy needs to die for this. Nah, that's just disrespectful. You don't take another man's wolves, bro. Oh. Best missed, it's fine. We will take the Drake instead. But this game is pretty much over. Like, we're just one good team fight away from ending, right? Like, this game is not even going to come down to Baron, which is pretty nice. Like, when you're playing Volibear, obviously I did say that you do scale decently, right? But when you get to 5-6 items, when everyone gets to 5-6 items, you don't scale as well because people can start to one-shot you, especially before you get your Jack Show as your last item, right? So you kind of want to end games as soon as you can. Like, you don't really want to linger around too much. Like, it doesn't really make sense to you, know? Oh. Bot lane just got cooked. This is why you have to go tab eyes, boys. Did you see what that first damage was? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna stun the Darius here because he's the threat. And I'm gonna ult on the Annie. You see here, I'm not only ulting the tower, I'm ulting on top of the Annie. So I want to keep chasing here. I can slow this guy with Iceborne Gauntlet, right? That's why I don't think this matchup is as bad as people think. Like, this guy picked it thinking it's a good matchup for Mundo. But to me, I think it's an even matchup because even though I can't stun him, my Iceborne Gauntlet's gonna slow him for like the next 2 years, so I think Ambessa can slow the bot inhib. We can just take this inhib. Now, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about Baron. Remember, you always need to think about your next step, okay? So here, even though I'm doing these towers, I'm thinking about going Baron with my Twitch right after taking these towers, okay? And I want to end soon after that. So we want to get 3 inhibs. Oh my god, Ambessa. Jesus Christ. That's 3 ults in a row, my brother. Let's go this. I already know. Guys, I'm going to make a bet with you, okay? If this happens, I want you to subscribe. Twitch is not going to come to Baron. He's going to look for a play, okay? If this happens, I need you boys to subscribe right now, okay? Because I'm a master at reading people. Guys, what did I tell you? He was going to do this. That boy, like, it's honestly not good to do. Okay, watch this, guys. Fade away. Just reset. Oh, God, that's so embarrassing. Everyone's going to unsubscribe now. Jesus. I got all the subscribers and lost all of them in the span of 2 seconds. Okay, look. Okay, I'm gonna make up for it. Look at this. Oh my god. God, just embarrassing myself even more. If I die here, it'll be comedy. Do I really? Actually, I could just rise, man. Like, Rise, you just lost me like 100 subs, bro. Like, dude, why'd you have to take that kill, mate? Very embarrassed myself twice. Okay, but always when you're playing Volibear, you want to save your ult to ult the towers. It's fun, it's effective, it's cool to do. It's what you want to do. So we're gonna towers here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, again, look at who I'm focusing. I'm focusing on Darius because he has the most kill potential, right? The Mundo is strong, but he has no kill potential. He's just a big blob of meat. Okay, something a lot of people have called me. Okay, got another kill. That's kind of how you play Volibear. It wasn't the best display mechanically, but I've definitely shown you guys some good macro stuff that you guys can take into your elo, be it silver, emerald, diamond, and use it. If you really want to master Volibear, check out my in-depth Volibear jungle guide out right now.